Um, Several moving parts, tons of different skills, right? And you're really, really impacting people. I have a personal goal, right? I have a personal goal that I want to reach 1 million people with my book, with my knowledge, right? And to help them to make fewer mistakes. 1 million people. And I know out of 7, almost 8 billion people now in this world, that it has to be 1 million people out there that want to make fewer mistakes. And so my mission, my goal is to reach them. Now, this goal is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a year, maybe not even 2 or 3 years, and maybe 5 years, right? Either way, it is something I have to do and be consistent at each and every day, bringing a message, right? So that is the first part. My big overall strategy is to reach 1 million people, right? One of the tactics is to give my message every single day to YouTube and as many platforms as I deem necessary to get it done, whatever it takes, right? Each and every day for as long as it takes, right? So some people say, oh, I'm going to achieve this goal in a year, and all of a sudden they're getting close to a year and they don't achieve it, and now they start to wane. That energy level that they had in the beginning starts to fall off a little bit, and they're not as enthusiastic and excited as they were before in the beginning, and that means something in their message, right? The message starts to change. The message starts to change to that of a lack of confidence in themselves and their ability to achieve that goal and to get that message out there and to reach those people. So this is what I want you guys to think about, right? What is your purpose, and have you written it down? Now, your purpose has to be more than emotion. It has to be more than feeling, guys. It has to be something, right, that is deeply embedded, ingrained in you, right? That you something that you feel that you need to do. You know, I used to make jokes all the time when I used to hear people when I came up in the hood, and they'd be like, "I feed my kids," right? As if they should have an option to not feed their kids, right? And so when I hear that and I think back about it, I think of the same thing when it comes to your goals, your purpose, your why, right? I feed my why, right? If you don't feed your why, and then you don't feed your purpose with action, then you are not going to reach that goal. You are not going to get it done. You are not going to make it happen. And I know that's a crazy analogy, but if you guys are from the hood, or you guys grow up where I grew up, you will understand and you will laugh your ass off at that statement, because you know that statement has happened more than enough, especially in my law enforcement community when we come to houses and domestics and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm not going to get into any of that, guys. The fact of the matter remains is that if you have a goal and you've given birth to that goal, right? You have a moral responsibility, okay, to help it to grow. It is your goal. It was in your mind. You created it, right? You created that goal, right? And that goal is driven by your purpose. Your purpose is who you are when nobody is looking. A lot of people call it character, right? So who you are when nobody is looking is your purpose. It is what you do, and it is how you do it. When no one else is around and no one is paying attention to you, you're doing it anyway, right? You're studying anyway because nobody's around, and you really don't care what people are saying and what people think about you. It is something that is ingrained in you and something you want to do, something you want to achieve. You know, some people want to be doctors, some people want to be lawyers, and they're going to study and they're going to do what they need to do regardless of who is watching them. And they're not doing it to impress anyone. They're doing it because they want to help people. They want to save lives. They want to do some things that have impact on the world. And so they have to do it even when the times are rough, even when they don't want to, even when they're sad, even when they have death in the family. They still have to study and they still have to work hard and they still have to go for it, guys. And that is the same thing with your goals, right? Your goals have to have a strong purpose behind them, and the why has to be ironclad and clear. So when I say clarity, what do I mean by clarity, right? A lot of people have the goal of, I want to make $1,000,000. Why? Why do you want to make $1,000,000, right? And you say, well, it's because it's going to change my life. Why do you believe $1,000,000 is going to change your life? Oh, because I won't be tied down by my bills. I won't have things that I have to worry about when it comes to money. Why do you think $1,000,000 is a lot? Why can't it be $2,000,000? Why can't it be $100,000,000? Right? So as you go deeper and deeper into the why, you slowly but surely pull out the reason to try to achieve this goal or to not try to achieve this goal. A lot of times when people are talking about how they want money, the really reason why, their true purpose, is because they're just not happy, right? They're just not happy, and they don't understand that when you make money, your total complete driving force, totally and completely ignoring the fact of happiness and relationships and everything else that's involved in it, and that is your only driving force, you tend to end up as a person with money who is miserable, as a person with money who is unhappy, as a person with money who is very dangerous. And the reason why you say you're very dangerous is because one thing I learned a long time ago at a Robert Kiyosaki seminar, right? One of the speakers said something that impacted me and my wife, and we still use that statement to this day. Hurt people, hurt people. Remember that for the rest of your life, guys. So when somebody's lashing out at you, somebody's trying to come at you with a derogatory message, trying to break you down or trying to hate on you, they're just hurt, man. They're just hurt. So you got to come back at them from a place of understanding. A place of understanding, right? You know my saying, guys. Seek first to be understood. Seek first to understand and then be understood, guys. And that is my philosophy when it comes to helping people to reach a higher level. Nobody cares what you know until they know how much you care. So remember that, man. Remember that when you are talking to somebody and you're trying to push your message across to them and you're trying to get to them and you think that they're not listening. Well, the reason why they're not listening is because they haven't been heard yet, guys. They haven't been heard by you, and they haven't been able to get out to you everything that they have on their mind, everything that they want to talk about, when it comes to achieving a goal. And I'm saying this mostly to a lot of my coaches out there and guys who are coaching and trying to help people to achieve a better life. I'm saying this to you guys because as I said to you, one thing you need to know is that give me a second, guys. My microphone is jacked up here on this thing. And so one thing that you guys need to know is that I am going to pause this video right now and see where I'm at in my Spotify podcast because I am live and my microphone is jacked up right now. So give me a minute, guys.